with us on Startup Street. Now, data science and analytics firm Tredence has announced its second and largest ESOP buyback program worth $30 million. This comes on the heels of its $175 million Series B fundraise. The buyback will include over 270 employees globally. Eligible employees will participate in the repurchase and liquidate 40% of their vested ESOP units. Now, the Advent-backed startup will buy back shares from its employees at a premium of nearly 5 times the book price. And joining me now to discuss the company's ESOP program and the growth blueprint is Shubh Bhaumik, the co-founder and CEO of Tredence, and my colleague Aishwarya. Shubh, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. So you've decided to reward your employees via a $30 million ESOP buyback program. Talk to us about the eligibility criteria and the rationale behind this move.
Arundhati. So this is an option. They don't have to participate, but it's an option for our employees. They can exercise up to 40% of whatever they've vested. So I think let me take a step back and start with why we are doing this, right? So as an organization, we have always believed in transparency. We've always believed in empowering our people, making them partners in the risk-reward framework, and this ESOP program enables us to tie incentives with that framework. So who do we award these ESOPs to? Our earliest employees who took most amount of risk and joined an unproven company. Also other folks who have joined us over the years and have had a disproportionate impact in our success and have been rewarded. They also have been rewarded by options. Now, there's a bit of a challenge though in our industry, Arundhati, which is there is a lack of trust sometimes regarding the value of the ESOPs, right? And why is that? I think there is sometimes a lack of transparency. Things are done informally, expectations are set informally, and it's not tracked very well in the system. Also, there's a lot of hype, sometimes about the actual value of the option, which doesn't play out in reality. And lack of liquidity, obviously, is also another problem because these are private options, right? So these issues, these problems causes trust issues. So the reason we are doing this buyback is basically to ensure that we don't fall into the same trap, right? So we have always maintained 100% transparency. Our option holders know how the value was calculated, the number of outstanding options, etc. Everything is tracked in a platform called Carta, so they know how much that they have vested, etc. at any given point in time individually, right? So they can log into the system and know what's going on. By the way, there is no discount.
Absolutely. No, Shubh, I also want to understand from you that the ESOP buyback comes on the heels of $175 million Series B fundraise, right? And it's the second ESOP buyback within 2 months. So how are you using the capital from the fundraise? And you were looking to foray into insurance and healthcare verticals as well. Where do you stand on that front?
So it's, let me correct you there. So it's not the second ESOP buyback in 2 months. 2 months back, we actually did the fundraise. We are now using a portion of the fund that we raised to do the ESOP buyback. The last time we did this was early 2021, so about 2 years back. By the way, back then the value of the ESOP was, so since then the value of the ESOP has grown by 5 times. So if we were able to do X back then, now we are able to pay 5X of that value. But yeah, it's not in 2 months. Can you repeat your second question again?
I just wanted to check with you that you were looking to foray into the insurance and the healthcare vertical. So where do you stand on that front?
Sure. Yeah, we are getting started. We are aggressively starting to speak with certain customers. We are building the pipeline, the funnel for those verticals. Similarly, in healthcare, we are very close to hiring I think a very exceptional leader who will take charge of that vertical. So work is on. It's still, I would say, a few things are still, to be officially announced. So just yeah, we should be officially kind of launching the leaders who will take charge of those verticals very, very soon.
All right, Shubh, thank you so much for joining us today, and we wish you the very best of luck with all your future plans.
Much. Thank you.